Hi, in this video we'll be going over the continuation of the C# video tutorials. So we'll be continuing with passing arguments by reference. So I believe we're talking about methods in this chapter. So in the last video we talked about default arguments. So different things to do with methods, method calls, passing multiple arguments. There's some tricks here called named arguments. We went over that. That's kind of a tricky thing. So there's named arguments, and then there was also default arguments where you could set the values in the actual parameters and arguments. We talked about basically what parameters are in C# and arguments and how it's different than in other languages such as Java and all that. So now we'll talk about passing arguments by reference. So we'll just note that down here. Sorry, something's lagging here. Lost the mouse. I haven't turned my computer on in a few days because I've been under the weather. Okay, so maybe something's updating or something like that. Okay, so we have 6.4 passing arguments by reference. So a reference parameter is a special type of parameter that does not receive a copy of the argument's value. It becomes a reference to the argument that was passed to it. So this concept's a little bit tricky. You may not understand it completely. It's nothing to worry about. It's just something you'll do automatically once you start coding better. So you won't even really know what you're doing. It'll just be doing it. That's how I learned it, anyways. So an argument is passed. So like all this is just a theory. Like it's all you won't even really need to remember it, unless you're teaching like a class or something. So when an argument is passed by reference to a method, the method can change the value of the argument in the calling part of the program. In C# you declare a reference parameter by writing the ref keyword before the parameter variable data type. So it's a little bit different in C#. So to call a method that has a reference parameter, you also use the keyword ref before the argument. So you may get tested on this. In C#'s case, it's a little bit more important because you actually have to do this with the ref keyword. But for example, in other languages you don't. So once again, this will kind of just come as practice. If it wasn't for the ref keyword, you wouldn't really need to know about it. You'll just kind of be doing it automatically, but in this case we have some examples. Like it's something you just have to learn. So basically we could have a method. So we could have, so for example, let's just say we have a method private void set 0. We could say that it takes a argument in this case, so ref int number. Where's my tab? Tab keyword. Keyboard isn't working for some reason. That's odd. Unless my keyboard's broken. Don't think so. Something seems to be glitching out. Sorry about that. You can see the mouse at the top, but not in the screen. That's not very good. Okay, what's happening here? I didn't drop my keyboard or anything. That's really strange. Might have to restart this. Seems to be the software, the JetBrains software itself. Everything else seems to be working. Won't let me click file or anything. That's great. Apologize about that. Not sure what's happening here. Tried to hit Alt Tab. Nothing. Oh, seems to be up. I have to go to the task manager here. JetBrains Rider. Says there's 5 of them. Why is there 5 of them? You know what? I think I'm just going to restart this. I apologize. Something's wrong with it.